Facts don't persuade you, feelings do. And stories are the best way to get to those feelings. Hi, I'm Zenah, a student empowerment expert, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of stories. Once upon a time, there was this kid named John. What made him special, or what made him notorious, is that he was so short-tempered. He used to get angry at the silliest of things, and he used to throw away his objects. So his father thought, let me teach him a lesson. So one day, his father took a bag of nails and gave it to John and said, son, here is a bag of nails. Whenever you feel angry, instead of throwing away your objects, you can take a nail from this bag and hammer it onto our fence. John said, okay, I'll do that. So the first day, John hammered 37 nails onto the fence. He got angry at every small thing, and at least he didn't throw away his belongings. The next day, the numbers of nails on the fence decreased. Day by day, the numbers were decreasing, mainly because it was really hard to hammer nails onto the fence. Sometimes laziness helps. And then the day came where John hammered not one nail onto the fence. He got real happy and proud, and he rushed to his father and said, I'm so happy, Dad. I could hold my temper. The first day I hammered 37 nails onto the fence, and today there is not one. The father said, great job, son. Now, at the times you feel you can hold your temper, take a nail from the fence. John was just happy to do that. So, to his surprise, he found himself taking a nail from the fence every day because he was happy. And then gradually, the day came where there was not one nail on the fence. John was happier than ever and prouder than ever. And then he rushed to his father and shared this delightful news. His father took him to the fence and said, you have done an excellent job, son. You are positive now, you don't throw away your objects, you are getting more and more happy now. But look at the fence. Will it ever be the same again? Before you began hammering? No. It has scars of the nails you hammered. It will never be the same again. It will be there forever. It will be there forever. You could stab a man and then say sorry for 100,000 times, but the wound would still be there. Now, what did I just tell? I told a story. Yes, why did I tell a story? Think about it. Why did I tell a story? Because stories help so much to connect with my audience. Because everyone likes listening to stories, right? My speech would be much value to the audience rather than the usual, hi, I'm Zenah, and today I'm going to talk about XYZ. XYZ is no. That speech would be so boring that even the loudest crying, never sleeping, most annoying baby can sleep. Man. So when you start with a story, it makes the audience listen to what you're gonna say and what you're gonna do and what's your plot. Were you excited to find out what I was gonna say at the end of my story? If yes, then wonderful. Also, every mother, every father, every teacher, and everyone use this same technique of stories to bring some moral values into our children. There is no limit to the moral stories I have listened to and heard and read as a kid. My brother brought up this habit of hearing and listening stories, reading and listening stories, and I'm really grateful for him, and even grateful for my parents for buying me super interesting books. I just love listening to a person's life story, what they had to go through, how they became successful and all. Or even better, sitting next to your grandparents and listening to their childhood story. Oh my God, I simply adore it. You know what? Listening to stories and reading stories help you develop your thinking, visualizing, and even speaking skills. One thing I just simply loved to do was read a story or listen to a story and then imagine the plot, imagine the characters and everything in my mind. And then I go and watch the movie based on that story and then compare my imagination with the other's imagination. Little did I know it was the director's imagination. Oops. So, whatever. Do you like listening to bedtime stories? Do you have a habit of listening to bedtime stories? If you sleep in the middle of a bedtime story, somehow or the other, you start dreaming of a climax for that story in your dream. Oh my God, that is so interesting. Mainly, the books you read are stories. The movies you watch are stories. Even the songs you hear are stories. Stories, everything is stories. Wait, no. Everything has a story behind it. It's up to you to find that story behind it. Stories play a major role in our lives. They are the trick to get us to remember something. So I really hope this video has been so much of a value to you. And until the next video, thank you and bye-bye.